Mike Bohn joined now by the UFC Women's Flyweight Champion of the World, Alexa Grasso, who rematches Valentina Shevchenko September 16th in Las Vegas. And Alexa, this is very exciting. They basically built a whole event around you. It's got this, Mexican theme, Mexican Independence Day. How excited were you when you heard that this was what the event was going to be like?
Well, I'm super happy. I'm super excited. This was amazing. Independence Day for Mexico is huge. So it's important, for me to show how to fight truly for your dreams, right?
Absolutely. And did this seem like this had to be the obvious fight, right? Like from the moment you won, we asked you at the press conference, it's going to be a rematch. Was there any doubt about though, like from your perspective, or was it a pretty smooth process in booking this rematch?
Well, it's usually what it's meant to do, right? When you have a dominant champion and they lose belt, it's like for, kind of respect. I do respect all my opponents, my job, and everything with the UFC. So yeah, that's what meant to be. Of course, let's give her the rematch.
Absolutely. And when you look back at that fight, I mean, we know the spectacular finish you have and everything. I'm sure you've had months to analyze it and think about how this one could be different. What do you think expecting from her this time? Like, what adjustments do you think she's going to make? Is she going to fight more tentative because she might be worried that that one big mistake can cost her? Or how do you think she's going to adjust from losing for the first time in such a long time?
This is super, super interesting and exciting for me because as a MMA fan and as an analyst that I work to, I would like to know what's going to be her strategy. Now she's the challenger, which is completely different what she has done all these years. So, of course, now she has to go for the world because when she was the champion, she was just waiting, waiting, and I understand that part. So yes, it's gonna be huge. I'm super excited for this fight. I love to fight, and yes, this means a lot to me.
How much has your confidence changed in the past few months? It's one thing to believe in your abilities to do something, to win a title, but to actually have that and know that you can accomplish that feat. Has it changed your confidence, your mindset at all?
Well, yes, of course, but not just 2 months ago. It's been a long, long time. Where I've been improving so much since I started training, since I started fighting. Every day I work so hard, so damn hard. That's something important in my life. So I know what I'm capable of, and I'm just improving every single fight, as you can see, and as you will see. So it's amazing. I'm just happy and excited to prove and show everyone that every single fight I have new tools in the game.
Is there any pressure now? I mean, when you won the title, there was this big wave of the Mexican success with Brandon and Yair and everything. But now you're the last woman standing here. You're the only one who still has a belt. Do you feel a certain amount of pressure to make sure there's still a UFC belt in Mexico?
No, I mean, there's no pressure at all. I already accomplished the biggest dream of my life. I already made history. I already achieved like tons of things. So no pressure for me. I could die tomorrow, happy and satisfied. And about my other Mexican partners, hey, let's not never forget about everything they have done. They are there for some reason. They had give us amazing fights, amazing things. They are also achieving so much big things for all the Mexican athletes and for the country in general. But yeah, each one has its path, and I'm happy for them, and I'm happy for me. So yeah, it's just amazing all this beautiful life I'm living right now.
And I think in a perfect world, this fight and event would be in Mexico, but it's not just the way it happened. For you, can you tell, like, is there a lot of excitement and interest in this fight card, in this main event for you in Mexico?
That if I would rather fought Mexico.
No, just like it's not there, but does it feel like, is there excitement on the same level in Mexico
Oh,
as if, like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, I wish. it could happen in Mexico. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but I know that a lot of people, the best thing about this is going to be a fight night. So everyone in Mexico will be able to watch it. So I'm super excited for that. I'm truly, truly happy and thankful with the UFC for these amazing opportunities. And yes, I know that it will be huge that night in Vegas, full of Mexican and all country people. It's gonna be huge and amazing.
That's awesome. Just your thoughts on the kind of the division right now, right? It seems like there's more and more contenders potentially putting themselves in a position to maybe challenge the winner of this fight. We have a huge fight between Rose Namajunas and Manon Fiorot, and Macy Barber's doing great things. Aaron Blanchfield's there. It seems like the division has never been healthier.
I know, flyweight are doing amazing. This is the newest division in the company, and we are achieving great things. The fights are super excited. I'm also excited for Rose Namajunas. They could be a potential next opponent. Damn, it's huge. Flyweights we're doing amazing.
Yeah, were you surprised when you heard Rose was moving up? Because I don't think people maybe thought of her as like a huge strawweight or anything, but I understand, why she might want to make this decision now. But were you surprised to see her come up?
No, I mean, I'm not surprised. I was in that position too. I used to be strawweight and I made my switch to flyweight and it was amazing. So I completely understand her and I wish nothing but success for her.
Who do you think wins that fight between her and Manon?
What?
Who do you think wins that fight with Rose and Manon?
Oh my God, so difficult to choose. Both are great. Manon's so strong, so fast, southpaw, but we have Rose with a huge IQ. I know. I'm excited for that fight. Like I told you, it's fight with her doing great, right?
Absolutely. And in this fight, what's kind of the goal in your mind? Of course, you want to win and all that stuff, but like when you fight a great champion like Valentina, you're always interested in seeing how she comes back. Do you feel like there's going to be more opportunities to finish this fight again? Do you feel like it's going to look like a completely different fight, or is there going to be a lot of similarities maybe to the first one?
Um, every single fight is different. You always have a plan in your mind, and you never know how your opponent's going to respond. But one thing I can tell you, I'm gonna finish the fight. I'm gonna do. I touched her. In the first round, I was super close to do a knockout, but it didn't happen. But I was super close, so this won't be different. I'm gonna finish the fight no matter where. I'm gonna submit her, or it's gonna be a knockout.
Has life changed at all since winning that title? I mean, I'm sure when you get to this level of the sport, there's maybe a lot of people that want things from you, whether it's your time or commitments to things. Has it been difficult to juggle it all?
No, no, no. I try to keep my life as simple as always. I love just to go to the gym, my home, to the gym, my home, gym, home. That's all I do. That's all I'm focused right now because this is the biggest and the most important season of my life. So nothing changed, just more training, more discipline, and more and more and more commitment.
And when you think of what type of champion you want to continue to be, what's kind of like the goals and aspirations? Like, do you want to be really active? Is it just something that you want to take day by day? Like, what do you kind of assess as like your short term goals, which is obviously to win this fight, and then the long term ones?
Well, like I said, I already achieved the biggest one, dream I had. So right now, just to defend my belt as much as I can, as long as my body is able to. I'm going to have 30 years now in a few days. So yeah, they say that the 30s are different. So I just want to take the most advantage of my years in competition and do as much defenses as I can.
Yeah, and you must, 30 years old, it seems right now you're in physical prime, right? Like this is when you should be at your strongest, at your best. I'm sure you'll keep improving going forward. But do you feel that in terms of just like how you feel physically? Is this like the strongest, the sharpest you felt?
Definitely, yes. And also more mature, like I said, your head also it's important because when you're young, you're doing this, like kind of for fun and whatever happens. No, right now you have the goal, you have the plan, you have the condition, you have the body, you have the strong, you have the strength, you have everything. So yeah, it's different, it's cool, and yeah, like I said, I'm happy. I'm just super happy. I'm enjoying every single day of my life.
Yeah, and I think one of the things you mentioned how this is a fight night, and one of the things people kind of wondered when this was booked is, champions are usually on pay-per-views, and they talk about like the pay-per-view points and stuff like that. How are they taking care of you like differently in terms of being on a fight night, defending your belt as a champion, as opposed to being on a pay-per-view card?
Well, this is not the first time this happened. They used to do this
Sure.
before, so I think that they're taking kind of old rules right now. So yeah, I'm super happy. I'm super happy, and I'm super happy and thankful with the UFC for this big, big opportunity.
Okay, as long as you're happy, we're all happy. That's good. I just wanted to ask. I thought it was an important question to just address.
I know people's wondering why and why, but this is not the first time they are doing this.
For sure. Awesome, Alexa. Well, I really appreciate you taking this time and, of course, to Stake for setting up this interview. Can you just tell me a little bit about the partnership with them and how they're treating you as a sponsor and just what you guys are doing together?
Well, yeah, I've been working with State for 3 years right now. It's huge for me. It's one of the biggest companies I've worked for. I'm happy. They like my job. They like my fights. I'm just thankful. They always have great, great bettings. So it's amazing. And I also am a good analyst. So bet smart with me and Stake.